The Power is a 4-issue miniseries by Rick Lopez. Rick is an independent cartoonist out of Los Angeles, California. And the second issue, which is right in front of you, dropped this past week, so I just thought I'd spend a few minutes talking about it. I really like this book for a lot of reasons. I think first and foremost is just the art. First, I love this homage cover to that famous cover from the Wolverine miniseries done in the 80s by Claremont and Miller. It's really cute. I like the colors. They just kind of stick out. This is something that you don't normally see on the stands, which is what I always look at and I like when I look at a comic. The art here is just amazing. I mean, when I see this, I think of Steve Ditko, Doctor Strange, where you're just pushing these boundaries of like just unfettered imagination and doing all these kind of cool drawings, but everything has a nice symmetry here. You have all these pencils here, pens here. There's a certain like orderliness to this, kind of like what it looks like chaos, but it's very specifically designed. It's really cool. The colors are just beautiful. It's printed on really good paper, which is something that I always like when I get a comic. I don't like getting a comic and the paper's really crappy, which is one of my biggest peeves with Big Two comics. So the story is about a boy who's creating a comic, and he discovers a realm beyond space and time within his own mind. And I mean, just look at this. I like these very clean, straight, very straight, equally spaced and sized panels here. This is beautiful. Just this way it's set out, where you have the circle, and then you have within another circle. It's all this geometric orderliness contains this crazy kind of art, and it's really nice mix. I really like the use of it. As I mentioned, when I look at this, I see Steve Ditko, but here you have Kirby dots, and I don't know what Rick's artistic influences are, but these are just nice. In my opinion, these are just nice nods. Just really great art. The narration it's minimal, it's terse, it's just enough to helps keep the story flowing without adding too much. It kind of explains it, but just enough, just to kind of leave you wanting a little bit more. I mean, this is just really cool. I love all these shattered planes showing different parts of reality at the same time. And at the end, before you get to the end, what I like is that these pages here, you have this negative space, which I like. It's cool when everything is covered with amazing art, but sometimes just having this negative space here, and especially here, where you just have panel, 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 then white space, white space, white space, white space. Sometimes it's just really good, and it kind of lets it breathe. And I just love this. These just look like fragments of reality here, all coalescing into this one image. It's really interesting. And I just love this one big kind of panel thing here. I don't know if this is an homage to Kirby, but I think I've seen photos of Kirby, something similar to this. And when I look at this book, I actually do think sometimes, this is just my personal opinion, that this must be something like Kirby must have been going through. Like, because, Kirby, besides just drawing comics in the 40s and creating Captain America and doing comics in the 50s, in the 60s with Marvel, he was creating a mythology by introducing characters and throwing in so many different characters. And then when he went to DC, he created the New Gods. He just had this incredible imagination that just seemed that he could just draw from it all the time. And to me, it's sort of like he discovered his own pocket universe in his brain, where he just had ideas coming out all the time. And that's when I see that, I think of that. I don't know if that's the intent, but that's what I personally get out of it. The writing is good. Like I said, it's minimal, just enough, which I like. I don't like when some cartoonists and some writers think they're writing a Russian novel. You don't need to. You just need to put as much words as you need. Sometimes it's a lot, sometimes it's very little. This works with the timing and the flow of the book. This type of minimal narration works perfectly. Just so you know, each book is signed by Rick, and in this white space, he doodles each book. You buy this from him. He's self-published. And I'm going to steal a trick from cartoonist Kayfabe, and this is his Instagram handle, @Doomdays, and that is his email. So you can hit him up there. Look at that. That's really cool. You can hit him up there for a copy. I believe he still has copies of issue 1 left. That's really good too. And the last page of this you kind of enter this question. It's something that I've always liked in science fiction of what is real and what isn't. I've always liked that theme when it's done well in science fiction and TV and movies. So it's a good book. I like it a lot. I just love just looking at this. It's like a little psychedelic trip in a book. And this is not easy to do. So you may want to check it out. Rick is a good guy, a very knowledgeable guy about comics, and he's very mellow, but he takes this very seriously. Thanks.